Hello. I had a rough night. I was feeling fine, my arm was sore, it's starting to bruise a little bit, but I'm like, alright, this isn't too bad. And literally like 5 minutes later, chills started hitting me. I was in bed, and the whole night it was just non-stop cold and hot chills. I never started sweating, so I'm not sure what's up with that. But oh, the chills were so bad. It was so hard to sleep, and I was tossing and turning, and it hurt so much to turn on there. And Sebastian was in our bed because he couldn't sleep, which made it even more uncomfortable. I got up at like 4:45 and took Tylenol and was able to sleep, but I still felt the chills till I got up, took a shower, and then I was okay, which was good. It was pretty late in the day. I had about an hour to feed the kids and myself before going to the school for the popsicle thing. There's quite a few teachers, more than I've seen. This is, I think, our 4th one going. We started going to that school when Sebastian was going into 1st grade. Now he's going into 4th grade. I'm very weird and introverted. I just saw a meme actually today. It was like an introvert, and there's 2 different things, like awkwardly silent and awkwardly talking. And that was exactly what I was thinking when I was like standing in the groups of teachers. It was mostly awkward, but one of the 5th grade teachers that I worked with when I was subbing as a TA quite a bit, she's so nice. She asked me what I'd be doing because I'd actually had a conversation with her in the teacher's lounge, and she's like, when she heard that I was starting as a cafeteria monitor and subbing and thinking maybe doing TAing this year, she was like, that happens a lot. And I was like, really? I didn't know a lot of people start as cafeteria monitors. But she asked me what I was doing, let her know, and she introduced another 5th grade teacher who's going to be on the 5th grade team, who seems so nice. I don't know what teachers are going to be there. I guess I'll find out when I start work. But it was so hot and humid. I was wearing a tank top and cargos, and I don't normally sweat, but I think all of the like chills have built up sweat in me or something, because at one point all of a sudden sweat started dripping down the back of my thighs. I'm like, what the heck? Luckily Sebastian was ready to go home. A friend of his had called him on his watch, and I guess couldn't come to the popsicle thing, so he wanted to go home and talk with him on the phone, and he'd already had his popsicle, and it was like, whoa, so hot. It did storm a lot. Ziggy was laying on me. I never actually got to nap. I came over here because I kept falling asleep in my chair, and I was cold and turning on my electric blanket. I think I would have been more comfortable under my electric blanket because I'm pretty chilled. I'm about to take Tylenol. I didn't take my temperature at all last night. I was like, well, I'm not sweating, so maybe it's just chills without a fever. No, I just took it, and it's 100.7 right now. I'm very cold. So Teenie is being an angel and making dinner. I'm gonna go downstairs and start chugging a lot of water and have this Tylenol. And I've got so much to do. I've got one full day, and then we have the party starting at 11. I have 1 of 3 mini cupcakes baked, and I need to make Jell-O for one of them. But I did already do a lot of decorating. The rest of the decorations came today, so I can put up more of those, just not the balloon ones, obviously. If I'm feeling better tonight, I can do that. Just have one last thing. But yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs. Sorry I didn't film anything. I'm not gonna film around kids and staff, so that was the only time I was out. when I was just slowly dying. But they say if you have a really strong reaction to the COVID vaccine, then studies have shown that you have like a 1.5 times more robust immunity. I don't know if I'm phrasing that right, but like it will work that much more better. So that's what I keep reminding myself while I feel like garbage, but it's really bad timing, and I wanted to do this Monday to have more time before the party to not feel terrible, but it is what it is. So let's take some Tylenol and hope for the best. All right, everyone. Today was just not a good day. A waste of a day, but I'm gonna have to just push through tomorrow if I'm still having fevers. We're just gonna Tylenol up, wear a hoodie, and get through everything. At least it's just vaccine fevers and not sickness. It's contagious or whatever. I was told by the doctors multiple times that this vaccine has been making most people feel like garbage. And the reason I never got it at Minute Clinic is I was always there for usually a UTI. I use them for UTIs. And I'm already feeling like garbage. And they're like, would you like to add the COVID vaccine on? And when I mentioned that I do want to get it, I already feel bad. We're gonna do that at a separate time. I just wish I could have done the Monday, which was my original plan, and they canceled it. And then my Tuesday was too busy. Tomorrow I have to bake 2 cakes and cut them up and do Jell-O. Finish decorating. I was gonna do it tonight, everything but the balloons, but I'm not feeling good. And this arm, why does it have 2 bumps? 2 red bumps when they only gave me 1 shot. So I need to finish decorating. A lot is done, so that's good. I definitely need to vacuum and just clean up. We'll have to put all of Danny's tools away, but I might have him do that at some point. I do have to go to PT midday, so that will take up 2 or 3 hours. And probably take up my fever if that's still a thing tomorrow. But we'll make it through. Danny just messaged that we have another pipe leak in the basement and it's dripping on the carpet. We already have the ceiling ripped open. I think that's what he sent me a picture of. I'm about to go down and see that, but we need to start bedtime, and Sebastian needs to sleep in his bed tonight. So we're gonna do what we can to get him to sleep and not have insomnia. His schedule's getting worse and worse, and after this weekend I'm actually gonna start going to bed earlier because I'll just have a couple more weeks before I shift to 5 a.m. wake-ups and start working. Okay. Wish me luck that my body sorts itself out. It's doing good work learning how to fight off COVID. Hopefully when I get the flu shot in a month or 2, it won't be this bad. We'll try and schedule it when there's like a long weekend. Anyway, goodbye for now. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.